Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you today. And we're going to play a little bit of Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. This is one of my favorite games from growing up, and the version I'm playing here is the American Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo. I am not manly enough to handle playing the Final Fantasy IV hard type version. I've tried it before, and it just doesn't go well for me. So, here we go. See Captain Cecil and his crew aboard the airship here. Let's see where they're heading. You know, as a kid, I didn't understand what a great storyline this game had. I just knew it was fun to play, and I liked the music, and I liked the interaction. Looking back, this game has a really good storyline. I'll just give you a rundown of how I want this LP to go. I am not going to show most of the random battles. I may show, enemies once if they're new, if it's an enemy we haven't seen before, but if it's something that we've already dealt with, I will likely just cut away and then come back after the battle. If it is, if I ever have to grind, like if I'm in a position where I need to just go gain a bunch of levels all at once, I'll probably do that off camera too. In fact, I can't see why I wouldn't do that off camera. So, here we see the crew members are a little bit dissatisfied with their mission to go beat up the old people in Mysidia and take their crystal. And Cecil kind of checks them and reminds them who they are. So, alright, let's see what happens next. The royal command is absolute. Not for long, Cecil. Well, hopefully not for long. Monsters! Alright. I was always distraught that once I get to play as Cecil, I don't get the firebomb or the upcoming lit bolt. You'll see in the next battle here he uses a move called lit bolt. And it always bugged the heck out of me that I don't ever get to do this in the game. You just get to see it once at the beginning, because I think it's a pretty cool looking skill. I do know the story behind it. Those are... Everyone okay? I do know the story behind the firebomb and lit bolt. I know that they were in the Japanese Final Fantasy IV, and that they were removed or dummied out of this game. So they're not removed, they're still present, but it's not something that you can get to without a Game Genie. Incidentally, if you get a Game Genie and throw it on your Super Nintendo, you can access all the dummied out items like lit bolt, firebomb, and the works. So, here we are, Baron Castle. Alright, and here's Bagan greeting Cecil. What are you trying to say? This way, Cecil. Bagan's kind of a jerk. He's got a fancy red cape. The other guys that look kind of like him don't have fancy red capes. They got less important blue capes, if I remember correctly. So there's a couple of guys with blue capes now. Alright. Well, I guess we gotta wait here while Bagan goes inside. I don't know, man. The king sends me to get the crystal, and he won't even take it from me directly. What a jerk. Cecil has developed quite a rebellious air. Well done, Bagan. We must do something. Yes, your majesty. His majesty summons you. Please come in. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see what Cecil's got to say. Alright, well, I guess we handed over that crystal and we just killed those people to take it. It always struck me here that the king only says what, but Bagan says what is it. And it almost seems like Bagan is more interested in what's going on than the king, like Bagan was like the main guy and the king was like a puppet or something. I suspected that when I was younger. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. For those of you who haven't played through this game, you probably aren't watching this LP, first of all. But if you are, I don't want to ruin it for you. We'll learn all about Bacon. Hey, it's Kane. Cecil didn't what? Well, okay. Leave with the package. Okay, we have received the package from the king. We have the king's package. God, I am so juvenile. Alright, sorry Kane. Don't worry, he'll put you back in command after this mission. But never mind. Go back to your room and take a rest. Well, so that's how you walk. Alright. So, we're just going to trudge about the castle. And I am now actually controlling Cecil for the first time. Up until this point, all I've been doing is pushing A to scroll through the messages. You can kind of see over here, we got treasure boxes hidden behind this. We can see there's a false wall here. Push this button by pushing the A button. Boom. We can access the Cure 1, 300 GP, and a tent. How handy is that? Now, we could wander around the castle and talk to people, but honestly, no one has anything terribly interesting to say. So instead of doing that and wasting a bunch of time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over this way to just progress the story to get the heck out of Baron Castle and move forward. Cecil! Hey, Rosa. You're looking fine. She was anxious. The wizards didn't even raise their hands. Well, they should have. Can I see you? Yeah, later. I wonder what's going to go down. Okay. Alright. Well, we're just going to head right up this way. Oh, somebody's waving at us. It's that fella up there in the corner. That's Sid. Let's see what Sid's up to. Every Final Fantasy game has to have a guy named Sid, don't you know? How's my airship doing? What's wrong? What? What? Well, damn it, Cecil. Who's going to command the Red Wings then? I'm not sure what the king is thinking. Well, usually the Sid character has got something to do with airships. Not always. I guess a better way to express it would be he's got something to do with technology. Look at this. Cecil's even got his own personal maid who changes his sheets for him. That's pretty cool. So this is Cecil's room apparently. Got a nice looking clock on the wall there. And we just hop into bed and it gets dark and that's when nothing. Oh, there we go. The Crystal of Mysidia. Did we really have to snatch peace-loving people? Never again. Even if ordered. Okay. Good for you. Good for you, Cecil. I always thought it was weird Cecil climbs into bed with his heavy armor on. He's a Dark Knight. He's wearing a bunch of, like, metal armor, and he doesn't take it off to get into bed. I don't know. I'm overthinking this. I know. Let's see what Rosa wants. Not quite yourself lately, Cecil. Don't look away. Love this music. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I should stop singing along with this. Yeah, quit whining, Cecil. Oh, don't worry. Kane's gonna be there too. Takes off without even hooking me up with some lovin'. What a shame. Alright. So, there we go. Alright. There's Kane. And we're gonna head out. Now. Oh my goodness. Gotta love this music right here. Wow. What a cool shot with the majestic music and the mountains in the background and the castle in the foreground and the forest right in the middle there. That's just, you didn't see that back in the SNES days. Thus, the Dark Knight Cecil was expelled from his command as captain of the Red Wings. He and Dragoon Kane left Baron for the village Mist in a valley enclosed in a deep fog. Airships had been a dream of many people. After the realization of the dream came greed and ambition. Makes sense. Through its fleet of airships, Baron became the most powerful nation. But why is Baron seeking the crystals? Why do the monsters keep increasing? I don't know, let's find out. "10 minutes into the game and we're finally getting going. The crystal was shedding its light silently." What else would you expect a crystal to do, I guess? I don't know. Alright, so, at long last, we actually get down to the actual gameplay of Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. Look at Kane. Well equipped there. Full iron, but he's got a spear. Cecil's got a full set of shadow. Not much magic defense, but that's okay. Try to avoid the desert. Get into difficult fights there. We'll fight a couple of guys here, and then we'll head on up. You can see we got imps. They surprised us. Surprised by the imps. Alright. Okay. That's enough. That's enough of it not being our turn to attack. These guys are pretty weak. They're the weakest enemy in the game. So, yeah. Alright. Alrighties. Let's see. Down here is actually something pretty cool. There is a Chocobo forest down here. I'm probably saying that word wrong. It's probably Chocobo. I don't care. There are carrots hidden in the grass here, and carrots are really cool. You can do something cool with it. We'll do it eventually. And the white one here refills your MP. Unfortunately, nobody currently in our party has any MP. So we're going to catch a yellow one, and we're going to hitch a ride on his back. While on a Chocobo, you don't get into random battles. Pretty handy. Plus you get this kick-ass Chocobo music. How can you go wrong? And you move pretty quick too. Oh, and you can traverse rivers and shallow bodies of water like this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, it's probably not a great idea to use that Chocobo right there, because then you miss out on all the experience and the possible level gaining that you can do right there at the opening of the game. So, look at this. Misty Cave. That is some bright mist, and that is difficult to see. I do not remember this cave being this misty. Alright. New enemy. We got some larvae here. I guess we'll just fight them with our regular old fight commands. There are other things we can do. And we will. You know what? When Kane's turn comes up, we'll demonstrate that. Kane has the jump command. And what do you think that does? Well, makes him jump. Kane jumps up in the air, and then he lands on the guy and does significantly more damage than he does just by attacking. So that's what jump does. Pretty cool. Alright, let's keep on keeping on here. Well, be glad when we get out of this misty cave. I don't know why, but it's very much more difficult to see than I remember it being. Open a treasure box, get a cure 1, and we're going to move along here. There we go, I knew that was coming. Alright, we got the larvas from before, and we got some sand moths. Nothing special about this battle, just some of these guys. I'll tell you what, I'll be right back with you once I have successfully dispatched these guys. Alright, we got those guys dead. Let's move along. Oh my guacamole, what are we doing here? More imps, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Alright, so let's get this treasure box. Heal potion. The heal potion is pretty neat. It cures all status ailments. Whether you're poisoned, you're petrified, whatever you got, heal will cure what ails you. I actually kind of don't like that because it takes away from... In other Final Fantasy games, there are more specialized potion systems. Let's see what we got here. Imps and a sword rat. Well, I'll jump on the sword rat and then we'll just attack the imps. I'll be back. Alright. Took care of those guys. Cecil gained a level. That's good stuff. Let's check out how Cecil's looking. He's now got 221 HP. That's good. Another Cure 1 potion. Let's head on up here and see what happens. Leave now? Is that a monster? I'm not leaving now. One's from Baron. Who are you? Return now and I will not harm you. Show up. You still wish to go on? No, we better not. Yeah, let's go on. But thou must. This is one of those but thou must situations. Then I must. But thou must indeed, Cecil. Alright. Well, let's get ready to fight the Mist Dragon. Final Fantasy IV, much like Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII, the first boss is what I like to call a conditional boss, meaning that it's not just a straight up you attack him, he attacks you kind of fight. Conditional boss fights, as I like to call them, involve withholding your attacks when certain conditions are not right. Let's see if we get a chance to demonstrate that during this fight. We may not. I don't know. There we go. As you can see, he is turning into mist. Well, what does that mean when he turns into mist? That means that if we attack him, he's going to hit us. He's going to hit us hard. Let's do that and see what it looks like. Uh-oh. Well, first of all, we didn't even hit him. And he's going to retaliate with some cold mist. Do not fight now. Fighting when mist will what? Freeze you with breath. So apparently we shouldn't attack it while he's missed. Okay, fair enough. Gonna wait until it says that the mist is gathering, and then we're gonna start our attack run. Come on. Any minute now. Grew. Alright. So, now that he is a dragon again, who is only partially mist instead of all mist, I guess we can attack him. Here comes Cain with a kill shot. No. Here comes Cecil with a kill shot. No. Alright, here comes Cain with a kill shot. Actually, Cecil might get it in first. Come on, dude. Die already. What is this? He's still being alive and whatnot. Finish him off, Cecil. Get him. Yeah. Alright. Well, we got the Mist Dragon. He's dead. That's good. Alright, so, now that we've killed the Mist Dragon, we are out of that stupid misty cave, and we are on our way to the Village Mist. We're going to save right here. This seems as good a stopping point as any. And when we come back, we will head inside the Village Mist and see what's up with the King's package that he wants us to deliver. I'm going to let you know right now it's not going to be pretty. So be sure to check out the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. Thanks for watching. Alrighty.